do your Etsy stats mean? Specifically, how shoppers found you. I know when you're trying to improve your Etsy shop, people will often say to you, look at your stats. But I realise that sometimes people don't know what their stats mean and are mistaking it, and it's not helping them. So I'm going to do some quick explanations of certain stat sources on Etsy to explain what they mean, and then we'll do a deep dive on how to use them later. But it's always easier. Sometimes you just want a quick answer. What does this mean? So let's do that first of all, get that explained. And if you want a deep dive into what to do with all your stats when you see it, don't forget, hit subscribe and come back, and I will have a video for you with that shortly. So when you're in your dashboard and you hit this little stats thing, and you look, firstly, looking at this doesn't really mean anything. Graphs are nice, I like seeing that, but it doesn't give you much data. We want to know how shoppers found you. But these terms are misleading and people often confuse them. Now, you do underneath here, there is a little link to get a quick rundown of what these stats mean. And that takes you to a glossary page that explains a whole lot of things. But for some reason, well, nobody reads things, so people miss it. And specifically, what's happening on the left-hand side gets confusing because when you're working to improve your shop, you often say you're working on your SEO. So when we're looking at this and going, Etsy marketing and SEO, that's only tiny. It's only up 6% this year, or people are finding it's down, or whatever else. That's not year on year. This is my past 30 days. Remember, and always look at a big time frame as well. 30 days at least, more if you have it. But so what do these actual traffic sources mean? So Etsy app and other Etsy pages. Now, this is a weird because people are seeing this going up and thinking it's telling us that our SEO isn't working and something else is going on. Firstly, Etsy app is from people doing things on the Etsy app. And how are people finding listings on the Etsy app? Quite often that is going to be through searching on the Etsy app. So although that says Etsy search, it doesn't include all sources. Etsy app and other Etsy pages are showing you mainly, most of, not 100% of all the numbers, but the people who have used Etsy search on the Etsy app and who have gone to other Etsy pages, who have found you from other Etsy pages, the homepage, the editor's picks, anything like this, where they haven't gone through a search to get to you. Now, this number is likely, most people are finding this number is going up where the Etsy search number is going down. This is twofold. One is that more people are using the app, more people are shopping on their phone. So this number is going up. People are using their browser less, so that number is going down. But the second thing is Etsy's focus just now is going to be on making all the other places where they're suggesting things even better. More personalizations are going to be added to them. So the hope is Etsy would like it to come to the point almost where people don't even need to search. They go to the Etsy homepage. Etsy knows them well enough that goes, hey, you want to buy this kind of thing? I know that's freaky Rise of the Machines territory, but that's what that's aiming for. So if Etsy does its job right, this number is going to go down, this number is going to go up. It doesn't mean what you're doing for your SEO isn't working. It means it's working well, just so long as that number is going up. So as we said, Etsy search, this is when people on their dashboard type into the search bar on Etsy looking for a specific thing. So we said that number is likely going down, but it's still important to see there. But yes, the difference there is quite different. And Etsy marketing and SEO. Now this is where people get confused because it says the word SEO. And you hear so often SEO for your Etsy shop. Now, SEO just stands for search engine optimization, and this is optimizing your shop so that the search engine understands what to show you. but it doesn't just mean Etsy search engine. So in this case, Etsy marketing and SEO is talking about offsite SEO. It is talking about things like Google. Google has a search bar, which means it has a search engine, which means it has algorithms. So when people click and type something into that search bar, the algorithms have to figure out what to show them. So us, and particularly in this case, Etsy has to do search engine optimization on our pages on Etsy to explain to places like Google what our item's all about. Now, our titles and our tags and our descriptions do work into this, and even our photographs all work into this, but also things that Etsy is doing on our page, how they describe our items in the metadata that we don't have access to, how quickly the pages load, whole tons of things like that. Etsy are doing all the cleverer bits of SEO that if you ran your own website, you would have to deal with. And again, Etsy marketing is things like offsite ads. Even if you're not paying for offsite ads, Etsy is advertising things, and it is possible that you're getting views from that. Etsy is paying money to bring people in. That is marketing. Obviously your offsite ads will show up there as well, but that SEO is meaning offsite SEO, not your SEO. Hopefully that makes sense. Direct and other traffic, I'm actually going to nick over to the glossary because I always say that wrong. Direct, here we go. Visits from people who typed your shop URL into their browser, bookmark your page, clicked a link in an email, instant message, blog, news article, or any other website that sent traffic to your shop. So this, if this goes up, it's kind of could be a good thing. It could be brand awareness. People, instead of searching for Etsy, are searching for your shop name and finding you that way. They're coming to you, not searching for, well, people are maybe saved your shop name or something. They're coming to you directly, or a blogger or somebody might have talked about you and have a link. So that's a really good thing. Social media is social media. People coming from places like Facebook and stuff. Again, this isn't likely to be 100% accurate. Not every social media platform sends its, I think if we click on this, I'll be able to show. So this was direct and other traffic that I showed. But if we look at where people are coming from, I have no idea what that is, but quite a lot are coming from YouTube and a few even from TikTok. And this is just because of how the data comes to Etsy, is YouTube and TikTok social media to an extent. So yeah, and I'm not sure if Instagram shows up. Instagram does now, but not all of these send their data in a way that the Etsy algorithms understand. So don't try and like have your Pinterest analytics and sit them next to your Etsy shop analytics and go, oh, they don't add up. They probably won't, because things are counted differently. But so social media is coming from at least Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Probably other places as well. I'm not down with the kids and don't know all the social media anymore. And your numbers, Etsy ads, or your Etsy on-site ads, used to be called promoted listings. So it's not your off-site ads. Again, if you want to dig into your Etsy ads, you can click this and get taken there, or marketing Etsy ads, rather than looking at and taking it as gospel. It's more likely to be more accurate on the actual Etsy ads page. But anyway, I hope, let's come back to me. I said, let's come back to me. Thank you. I hope that just kind of explains a quick breakdown of what these numbers mean. And if your overall views are dropping, you can look and don't just say, oh, my views are dropping, what's broken, or the favorite on everywhere just now seems to be Etsy's changed the algorithm. Now, if your views used to all come from social media and your views drop, then that's nothing to do with Etsy. That's somebody else's algorithm that might have changed. But it's good to just at a glance be able to dig into that and say, okay, so what is changing? What is down the most? What is up the most? And it just gives you an idea. But I will dig into that deeper. I'm going to show you different traffic sources and what you can do with all this data, because there's a lot of data there. And I'm going to say it's not very helpful to look and see your views and your sales dropping and go, oh, Etsy broke something. It's easy to say, but it's not very empowering. It just means you're helpless. Whereas if you can dig into your stats, figure out what actually changed, and adapt yourself and fix it, then you are in charge. You take the power back. Sorry. But yeah, take the power back, and you're in control of this, rather than sit back and go, oh, it's not fair. Etsy changed things. That's not how it works, really. And even if Etsy did change things, it's our job to figure out, to stay ahead of it and figure out what we can do. Anyway, if you have any questions about SEO stats, data, Etsy, or anything like that, give me a yell, ask in the comments below. I am Pam Duthie. I've been selling on Etsy since 2008. Around about 2016, I started helping people selling on Etsy. I started pushing this YouTube channel, doing this a bit more in 2017. And then about a year later, I started to work for eRank. All the videos in this channel are my own, but through eRank, I get the opportunity to work with so many more people every single day, hearing and seeing people's issues and hopefully helping them. And in the past couple of years, I have been lucky enough to get to contract for Etsy even. I was a ETSU instructor, and then I have also been able to do a little bit of coaching with the Etsy UK and Canada Shop Camp. If you want to know what credentials I have, that's them. Anyway, if you haven't been here before, thank you so much for joining me and staying to the end. That's blooming amazing. Click the subscribe button if you want to learn more. And yeah, let me know your comments, your thoughts, what you're concerned about, and I will see if I can help you with it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.